Ever wonder why some YouTube channels explode overnight while others stay hidden? Well, after writing YouTube scripts full-time for multiple big YouTubers, I've discovered the secret tricks they use to get more views. So today, I'll reveal 4 scriptwriting hacks that will blow up your channel, examples of these tricks in action, as well as actionable tips on how to implement these tricks step by step. But first, there's a common mistake new YouTubers make that causes their retention graphs to look like this. And I found myself in a similar boat, struggling to keep my viewers engaged with my YouTube videos. My watch percentage was frankly not where I wanted it to be. Then one evening, I came across Alex Hormozi's channel, and his approach was different. Instead of just teaching his concepts point by point, he wove his messages into stories, engaging me until the very end. And this was a light bulb moment for me. By sharing experiences through stories, Alex not only kept me watching, but made the learning experience better. But what is the reason for this? Well, creators often jump the gun by revealing the main point right at the beginning of their content. And while this straightforward approach might seem effective, there's a catch. It's like revealing the end of the story before it even starts. So here's a 3-step framework you can follow to keep your retention curve straight. Starting with step 1, and that is to craft an intriguing hook. Start with a question or a bold statement, and make your viewers wonder, where is this going? Step 2, weave in context with a story. Before diving into your main content, share a personal anecdote or a relatable story. This builds a connection and builds context for step 3, which is to reveal your main point. Now that you've got their attention, unveil the crux of your message. And sometimes you don't even need to do this because the story itself does the heavy lifting, subtly conveying the point. And here's an example of this in action. In a recent video, I was teaching about the power of good hooks. So to start out this section of the script, I first teased my viewers with a hook. It went like this. But first, what is this hack and why is it so powerful? So that was step 1. But instead of diving straight into the how-tos, I shared my personal story of a late-night quest to find the perfect movie. And this approach not only spiced up the content and made it more relatable, but it also acted as an analogy to help me explain the main point. And only after this personal story did I reveal the key point. Here it is. And this taught me a huge lesson. Whether it's a movie trailer or a YouTube video, the initial hook is crucial. So your ability to write good hooks is the one thing that can transform your YouTube channel overnight. And by adopting this storytelling first strategy, you'll see a huge improvement in your watch percentage. Stories appeal to everybody. We've been telling stories since the Stone Age. And this method not only entertains, but educates, leading your viewers to actually remember the concepts better. So you've seen how I use stories to keep things interesting, right? Well, I'm putting all those secrets into an easy to follow workshop. It's designed to help you master storytelling for YouTube, keeping your audience glued until the very end. So if you want to get in on this, just click the link in the description to join the waiting list. You'll be the first to be notified when it drops, and trust me, it's going to be a game changer for your channel. But even with your new storytelling skills, if you're making this other big mistake, then your viewers aren't going to care about your story. Have you ever watched a video and thought, why am I still here? That's because sometimes the creator fails to promise a payoff later on in the video. That's the mistake new creators make. So let me share you a story that will help explain this better. I love watching football, or soccer for you Americans, and there's nothing better than the suspense of a live game. But once I couldn't watch the game live, so I recorded it in the hopes to watch it later on. But my friend revealed the score to me accidentally. And guess what? I never watched the recording. Why? Because the thrill was gone. I know how it ended. And that's when it clicked. YouTube videos need to keep this thrill alive, otherwise the viewers will just click off. So how do we keep our viewers at the edge of their seats? Well, just copy this 3-step system. Step 1, introduce a new hook. Before you wrap up a point, drop a hint about something cool that's coming up next. It could be a question or a juicy teaser. This keeps viewers curious by opening a new loop. Step 2, fulfill the promise quickly. Answer the question you just hinted or reveal the cool thing you just teased. But do it fast, don't make the viewers wait too long. The viewers should have something new to look forward to every 30 to 60 seconds max. Step 3, rehook immediately. Right after delivering the main promise, you want to tease the next thing right away. And this keeps the cycle going for holding their attention. And going back to the example we went over in the previous point, in that video, right after I explained how important hooks are with the movie trailer story, I immediately sparked curiosity again by saying, but there's something else that makes hooks even more important as a content creator. So viewers now have a new reason to stick around. They're wondering, what else is there? So the process is basically hook, fulfill promise, then rehook again, fulfill that promise, and it keeps going forever. And this approach transforms your video into a series of mini payoffs, each promising something new just around the corner. And they'll keep watching because they don't want to miss what's next. And this not only bumps up your watch time, but makes your video more fun and engaging. So you've mastered the art of keeping your viewers watching, but what if I told you that you can double or even triple your views with one simple trick? This is literally a cheat code for blowing up your channel, and it's what I used to go viral with my first 3 videos. And it all comes down to CTAs. But how do new creators get this wrong? Well, you know how at the end of a video, you're usually asked to like or subscribe? That's what almost everyone does. But there's a problem. Just asking for likes or subscribers is very weak. It doesn't really push viewers to watch more of your stuff. And this reminds me of when I got hooked on Breaking Bad. Every episode ended with something shocking that I just had to watch the next one. Suddenly it's 3 a.m. and I couldn't stop watching. Then it hit me. This is exactly how YouTube should work. Instead of just ending with a plain old like and subscribe, why not leave your viewers needing something more? So how do we do this? Easy. By having an irresistible end screen call to action. But you need to do it right, otherwise it won't work. And Ed from Film Booth is the master of this. This is where I first came across this strategy. So I've broken it down into 3 easy steps, starting with step 1, the transition line. And here you want to sneakily start moving towards the end of the video, but you don't want to let the viewers know that you're wrapping up. So keep it smooth, just like you're flowing into another section of the script, which leads you to step 2, and this is the intrigue builder. Here you want to drop a little mystery or a new problem for the viewer. You want to make it something that stirs up their curiosity, which leads you to step 3, and that is the CTA line. Here you reveal that the answer to that problem or mystery is by watching another video. So here's an example of this in action. From my last video, as I was wrapping up, I started with my subtle transition line. So with these 8 hooks, you should be well equipped to hook your viewers into watching the rest of your video. Then boom, I created the new problem for the viewer. But even with the epic hooks, if the rest of your script is boring, then it won't matter. And that's when I give them the solution, another video. So check out this video to learn how you can keep viewers watching throughout the entire video. And by doing this, not only do you keep your viewers watching many of your videos back to back, but the YouTube algorithm also notices this too.
Slightly unusual things.
They see viewers coming back for more, and guess what? They start showing your videos to more and more people. Plus, your viewers won't feel like they're being pushed to watch more of your videos. They'll just naturally want to, because you made it irresistible. Now, with these epic hacks, you should now have retention curves that stay relatively flat. But even with the best storytelling skills in the world, it won't matter if you don't have the skills to write a good hook. So for the 4th trick, check out this video where I'll share my 8 favorite hook types to keep viewers watching. Let's go.